what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones Jango Fett 6 scale figure. Now I must admit I had this figure on pre-order like 2 different times and I had canceled it, but then I did it a 3rd time. Now I'm finally picking it on up, and it has been, I got this at Sideshow Collectibles, and it has been there for like a while too. So I was wondering if it was kind of like a figure that had got slept on, you know, because it's like it has been like a long time, you know. So I was wondering how it had sold well or anything. But yeah, I'm just not picking this one up, and I'm definitely happy and excited about having this, you know, because I could add this to like my, I guess you could say Mando type collection, because I had like the Boba Fett, you know, and then the Mandalorian too as well. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about having this, and I'm going to get into this right now. And this is the packaging for the Jango Fett figure right from Hot Toys. As you can see, it does have this right on the front too. It says specially feature a poncho and 2 styles of jetpack. Now there was only like one version of this too. It wasn't like no deluxe or anything like that. So as you can see, there's an image of him right there, and there he is like unmasked. It does say Jango Fett even on the side, you know, as usual. Then you have an image of him right here too as well. So I'm going to get into this right now. Then when you open it, you know, you have this right here on the inside. Like this artwork of Jango Fett. I can see he's like flying with his jetpack and he got his blasters and so on. Yeah, that's the figure to itself. It's an awesome image too. Jango also has like 2 trays too as well, like this tray which has him and some of his accessories, and of course you have like a second tray too as well with more of the accessories. And as usual, here's the instruction manual for Jango Fett, you know, the Hot Toys usually gives us. I know he does have a bunch of accessories, so I'll be sure to get a good look at this. So there's like looks. And up next here is like the display stand for Jango Fett. So as you can see, it does have his name on there, and this is how it looks. It's like the traditional like Hot Toys like Star Wars 6 scale stands. Now one of the things cool about it, Jango has like a dynamic type stand too as well. So I think this is pretty cool, because you know, of course, you would just plug this on in right here. And you know, of course, this is for like if you want him like in flight poses, like with his jetpack and so on. So I think that's pretty cool. Then you have this right here, like to put around his waist or whatever, because you know what you would do is slide up here on top of this. So let's see if I can do it real quick. And of course, you know, you can have Jango like in dynamic poses, like he's flying, so long as you could bend this all back. I still like these kind of stands, and this has like a large like waist grabber too, because some of them, you know, I understand they can be small, but this has like a wide one. And now for the Jango Fett figure himself. So let's see. He already looks like amazing. I'm happy about having this. So yeah, as you can see, here he is. So I have to move this plastic off of him. Here, there's the Jango Fett 6 scale figure from Hot Toys. So I'm gonna measure him first. And he's like almost about 13 inches if you count like the antenna thing that's up on top of his helmet. He's almost 13 inches if you count that. But he's like just at like a little over 12 inches, like if you're going by like his helmet and so on. So I'll talk about the likeness and the detail, you know, the articulation of the figure. Yep, I must admit, like if you're doing like pictures for this kind of like a figure, you would really think this is really like the person in the suit. It looks so like realistic, because you know, it's like in a human like flesh or anything. I guess when you put on the alternate head, you know, like Tamora Morrison, when you put on the head sculpt, you would see it. But yeah, when you look at this, you actually would think that was like the real Jango Fett or somebody cosplaying as him. It looks like so realistic, you know. So yeah, this is how it looks. He does have like a lot of like weathering and like, you know, rust around him, so like wear and tear, as you can see. around like his armor and so on, like he's been through like a lot of battles So I think that's pretty cool. I know this can go up and down too, like it's targeting thing. He has holsters for his blasters right here too as well. And I'm hearing something about the suit. I didn't even know that myself, that Jango's like suit was really like a, I don't think it was really like, it was like bluish or purple or something like that I was hearing. I'm not too sure. He also has like this belt pouch too as well. Now these I don't think will be open or anything. As you can see, he also has like armor around like the leg areas and so on. It's a very cool looking figure. Like there's his gauntlets and so on. Yeah, as you can see the hands do move. His head can turn left, turns right. He can look up, you know. Look down, like it's kind of limited. That's how his shoes look too underneath. Tread watch. Another thing too, they can kind of like rock back and forth, like up and down, as you can see. You can turn like to the side and so on. Now Jango's arms can go to about, look like about right there, because the armor that's on it up here, like looks like it kind of stops it. You can't really do an ab crunch, I don't think, because the belt blocking it. You can split two. He does have a bend in the knee too as well. Looks like a double bend. Yeah, because you can go all the way up with it. He does have a bend in the arm. Double bend too, you know, he got his gauntlet on. He can still like double bend like his arm right there, as you can see. Even though he has like his gauntlet on. Of course, you know, the feet can turn, the hands can turn, and so on. But I must admit, it really is awesome looking figure, and it looks so realistic. Because if you're not careful, you will really think this was a Jango Fett. You know, like if it was like by itself, like a picture or whatever, it just looks that like real, like realistic. Especially when you don't see it like human, like flesh, like no like skin or anything like that. It really looks that realistic. Now, when I move on through the accessories that come with the Jango Fett figure from Hot Toys. Now, first I want to talk about like the two blasters that he has right here. I always thought these were like cool looking because you get like one of each and they're like identical. So this is how these look, like the blasters. I always thought these were cool looking. And yeah, you do get two of them to tag. And of course, you know, like with Jango, you can take like the blasters if you want. And you can like holster them because he has like two holsters, so you can put one right here. You know, like if you want, then you can have them holstered up. And then of course you can have the other one right here on the other side. You know, if you wanted to holster the guns with the blasters. He gets 4 alternate hands, so you have a total of 6 interchangeable hands. These are all he actually get too. He get 2 gripping hands. You could say, I guess you could say trigger hands, like left and right. You could put the blasters in those, and I think other stuff too. And he gets 2 solid fists, like they're closed. I also wanted to mention this too, like if you look right here on Jango Fett's like arm, he has like this gauntlet piece right here, which can be like removed, as you can see. Even this little piece right here can come off too as well, like this I guess you could say dart or harpoon. It's kind of hard to see it. It even removes from the tip of this, because you can take other stuff and put it in there if you want. Like I think like this cause this is another accessory you get right here, like this grapple. Well, this is the grapple because you can take this and you just stick it in right here. Now you can stick it like into this gauntlet area. Once you remove that like that dart off, like that arrow, you can stick this right inside right here. And see, as you can see, you can have and shoot like a gauntlet out too if you want. Like I said, shh. And then Jango also has like this other like gauntlet thing. This is when he was like falling, like sliding down the thing. You know, when he was fighting Obi-Wan on Camino. Like when he was sliding down, he had made this come out of his wrist. You know, and he was like hold himself. You know, it was like this gauntlet. You know, that he was But I know if you want, you can just put it in like in this right here, because this particular piece where it slides on out. Once you like unloose it, and then you can take this if you want, and it pegs on, because you can select the pegs on it right there. If you look like closer, you can select the pegs for this. I still have this one like hanging, because what you would do is take like this part right here, and it goes up into like a sleeve. But just giving that an example, because I was from the scene where he was like sliding down, like, you know, the platform that he was using that gauntlet thing to like holster himself so he wouldn't slide all the way off, because Obi-Wan, you know, it kept sliding. So yeah, just put that one back on. I think that's pretty cool though. Now I want to continue to move on through the accessories that come with the Jango Fett figure. Up next, I want to talk about this beautiful flame effect. This is really done well. This is so awesome. It has like this translucent, like orange, like type of effect. It just looks so cool looking. I really like how this look. It even has like, you know, where you would put this on like Jango's like arm. I think it goes like only on his left side too, if I'm not mistaken. What I think you do is just slide it right on in here. I'm not too sure. I must admit I was having trouble getting the flame to go where it's supposed to go. But as you can see, if you want, you can actually just stick it up under his like gauntlet right there. And you can have Jango shooting it like that. It really is a cool looking effect. I really think that's awesome. I probably display them like that too at times with the flame effect. I think that's cool. And then up next, here's like the they call it the tube shaped container. I think this is the thing that the little creatures are in that were trying to attack Padme or Amidala. You know, Anakin had killed them. Then up next you get the I think this is the lock breaker. As you can see. Then you get this one too as well, like this particular accessory right here. Even I can't remember what all this stuff was. And then up next, Jango gets a poncho too as well. This right here, as you can see, he has like the spot for like his head. It's wired too, as you can see. You can bend it any kind of way you want. This particular poncho. So I think this is pretty cool. So you know you can put this on Jango. I think you have to move his head or his helmet and put it on then his head. Then with Jango, you get like this battle damage type of helmet that you can swap out for like up here on him. Because if you take him right here, you can just remove it. It comes off pretty easily too, as you can see. So that's how it will look. Then you know you can take the other one that I just removed off, and I think it goes on here like that. It slides on pretty easy. You can stick a dent up here in this helmet. So I do think that's pretty cool that we have swappable helmets. Just giving that a demonstration. Then up next you get like this headset too, headset calmly, because you can see it has like the microphone right there too on it. And I think this goes around as like Jango's head. And before I forget to mention, you also get some pegs too that Hot Toys usually give us. To, you know, if you break a peg. Then up next, you get the alternate head for Jango Fett. And this is like the head sculpt of you know, Jango himself, or you can say Tomorrow Morrison. I've been hearing that they don't think this one is actually too great looking. They think it's okay though. So you know, I think it's a pretty decent likeness to the actor, because you know he also plays like Boba Fett on the book of Boba Fett, like the clones were even made from him and so on. So I think it's pretty solid. This is how the head looks and so on. I know the headset can actually go on. It's made for this. Cause I think you would just put it like on him like this if you want. And there he is right there. Let me see if I can get it right. Try to be careful on rub the paint. But you actually can see this is how it will look with the headset on. And lastly, the Jango Fett figure also comes with 2 jetpacks, which I would surely have on them. You have like this jetpack right here. I think it has a magnet in it too, 'cause I think this piece up here can be removed too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can remove this particular piece right here. And there's this blast that you can put in it, like he's shooting off a rocket, if I'm not mistaken. Then you also have like this other jetpack, which I must admit I would prefer, because it just goes like more of like his uniform. And of course, you know, with both of these, you have like you have these 2 blast effects, flame effects, you know, thrusters, I guess you could say, from like the jetpack. And even these have like this beautiful like translucent like look to them. I think that's awesome. Now this is how you would do these. If you want, you just stick them on in here. Just giving a demonstration. I noticed that these also like move too. As you can see, you can turn these like up and down, like you know, like he's flying, like, you know, the frame for him like shooting off. Like I said, these actually can be posed like that, as you can see. Whereas with the other one, these are not articulated, but you can like put them in here too as well. But this rail, from what I know, I think it goes on like this. So I'm gonna see if I can do it. Yeah, I think he's sticking on as if he's shooting like the rocket out his jetpack, you know. So I think that's pretty cool, because this rail will also like peg into this. So let me see if I can do it. I probably got it backwards though. I must admit that does look pretty cool. It's like he's firing off like a rocket out his jetpack, like the flame from it, like shooting out. That is like an awesome effect, I must admit. It looks pretty cool. And I put it on, and it is kind of troublesome getting that jetpack to go into like those loops, but I managed to get it on there. Now this is the one that I chose to put on Jango. So yeah, he's already looking cool already, and this is an awesome figure from Hot Toys. And now I want to compare my Hot Toys Jango Fett figure with a couple of my other figures from Hot Toys from Star Wars, or based on Star Wars. And as you can see, here's Jango with his son, Boba Fett. As you can see, it looks like Jango has him by a little bit like in height, as you can see, like Boba Fett. But I'm just showing like a comparison between the two. How awesome they look, so cool. Because that's another reason why I wanted to pick up like the Jango Fett figure too, as well, you know. Then up next I have Mando himself, like the Mandalorian, like the figure. So you can see this is how he looks with them too as well. Looks pretty cool. Even looks like he's even like the height of like Boba Fett. Cause it looks like Jango's kinda, if I had him next to Jango, it looks like Jango is kinda over him too, if I'm not mistaken. I think Mando even has Boba beat by like a little bit, just slightly. Yeah, I think these are some awesome figures, you know. Alright. Okay, there's the Hot Toys Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones Jango Fett 6 scale figure. I think this is an awesome figure. It is very cool. And I do remember seeing Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones in the theaters, like back in its original release like 20 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I did have this figure on pre-order 2 different times. I had it on pre-order one time and I canceled it. And then I had it on pre-order again, then I canceled it. Then I got it pre-order for a third time. And I finally, you know, it finally arrived. You know, I finally went and got it. I got this at like Sideshow Collectibles. Cause I see that the figure is still up, so I was wondering how was it doing, or was it getting slept on? Cause I think that's what they call a figure. Like if it wasn't like successful, you know, I think they call those like slept on. So I was wondering how it was what people buying or anything. Cause it's been on Sideshow and other places like for a long time. You know, it hasn't sold out like a lot of the figures do. But I think it's still awesome and worth having, especially if you're like a fan of the prequel trilogy, or like a fan of Episode 2, or just Jango Fett. And it seems like it really does just go good for like a Boba Fett figure, or like a Mandalorian like figure, you know, because you have like, you know, because they all wearing Mandalorian like armor. That's why I think it's such a cool idea to actually pick up this particular figure. So yeah, I think this is awesome, easy, one of like my favorite figures of the year, and this was actually released like last year. So yeah, this is the Hot Toys Star Wars Attack of the Clones, Jango Fett 6 scale figure. I would definitely recommend this, Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Dun, 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 dun.